Welcome to another episode of the Laura the Library Lady podcast, a production of the Massillon Public Library.
Hi, it's Laura the Library Lady coming to you from our studio high atop the Massillon Public Library here in downtown Massillon, Ohio. And today I have with me some very special guests from Brewster, Ohio, which is part of our library's service area, so we're including them in our podcast. Would you like to introduce yourselves and your business?
Hi, I'm Connie Schumaker.
Hello, Jim Schumaker.
And you're from Just...
Oh, yeah, right? We're from Just Ice Cream and a bit more in Brewster, Ohio. Just a click down the road.
Yep, just a little ways down the road. And we were talking before we got on here about what is the bit more? I mean, we know you have ice cream from your name, but what's the bit more?
Well, when we first opened, my plan was to put in the penny candy that you used to get at the old ice cream stores. But once we got in there and started setting everything up, I found real quick there wasn't room in order to put any of the penny candies, and we'd already trademarked the name and everything. So it kind of went from the bit more to all the new things that I've added into. So it's not just ice cream, but it's things that are made with ice cream, with our sundaes and our cheesecake sundaes and our brownie sundaes. And so it's all related with ice cream, but we have hand dipped and we have soft serve as well.
All right, so that's the bit more. And I know you mentioned you also have a sister business next door.
Yeah, Just Ice Cream is right next door to Tattered and Worn, which is a home decor shop. And we make at least 50% of everything that's in there ourselves. Naturally, the florals and some of the paintings and things I don't do. But the wood and the metal, Jim cuts it out. I do the painting. It's just a home decor, and actually it encompasses 3 different buildings, really.
Oh, my. Wow. So you two are married. How long have you been married?
57 years.
Congratulations. And so how did you meet?
Well, we went to high school together, and we were also in elementary school together,
Oh, my
but
goodness.
we didn't know each other at that point. And went to Ohio State, and that's when I proposed to her when we were there. But we're originally from Columbus, Ohio, but my folks are from the New Philly area. They were students of Woody Hayes when he was there.
Oh, my goodness. Cool. Wow. So how did you think of starting your ice cream shop?
Well, we opened Tattered and Worn first.
Okay.
Then I would send Jim out to get me some ice cream or a milkshake or something like that, and he would bring something back, and it didn't meet my standards. I'll be honest, I'm kind of have some snotty standards when it comes to ice cream.
You're an ice cream snob?
Yeah, pretty much. That and candles and french fries, but we won't go there with that. There was a shop in where Just Ice Cream is right now. It was a pizza place, and we heard they were closing. So we told the landlord that we wanted to rent that side, that building. And we didn't know anything about ice cream other than what we liked when we opened the shop up. It was sort of hunting and finding a supplier, and that took quite a while. Jim took care of the equipment business side and finding equipment and different things. And we were on the hunt for a good supplier. I found a fantastic supplier, which is working now with their 5th generation, which kind of reminded us and pointed us to what we were kind of trying to pattern our ice cream after. Jim mentioned New Philly with his parents down there, and he used to take me up to New Philly to his grandmother's house when we were in high school. And I'm not sure if we went up there to see Grandma Shu or if we went up there for ice cream.
Both.
But we tried to pattern our ice cream after the old Goshen Dairy. And I feel that we finally did find a supplier that did that. We have people coming in telling us asking us, how did we get the recipes? We do not have the recipes at all. We do not make the ice cream. I do not have the time. Jim doesn't have the time, and we don't have the space. But this company is a fabulous company. They do a great job. And some of the guys that used to make the ice cream for Goshen Dairy can't believe how close it is in flavor and everything as what they used to have.
Now, we do get 6 flavors out of Chicago, which is a big ice cream company up there. They had 14% butterfat, which I wanted. I wanted a real high-end ice cream, and along with the Goshen Dairy type ice cream. Might just mention about the first part of the name, Just Ice Cream. When we were trying to put everything together, my wife kept adding hot dogs and hamburgers to the order. And I would say, no, just ice cream. You have to stick with that.
That's a cute story. Now, you mentioned earlier that you have some specialty types of ice cream for special diets and people who don't want dairy?
Yes, we carry a very large selection of non-dairy and also the no sugar added ice cream.
There's 5 no sugar added, and there are 6 of the non-dairy. We also have Fruit True, which is one that has no cholesterol, no fat, no lactose, it's non-dairy, no soy. You tell you all these things it doesn't have, and people are always saying to me, what does it taste like? It is really fabulous. It's made with fruit juices. And right now we have peach. We are soon switching to strawberry.
So anybody can come in and find what fits their needs. Sounds yummy.
Right.
So who's your team and how do you work with them?
Well, when we started, my goal was not to have to work in there. I just wanted to be able to have ice cream. When we started, we had 8 employees. Right now, we have 17 to 19. I just lost 3 to college, who are coming back when we reopen again next summer.
When they get off school.
Off of school. But we work with the teenagers right now, our staff, and generally they are a mixture of from Tuscaloosa and from Fairless. Right now, we have the largest number of Tuscaloosa students. I think there's 6 of them that are from Tuscaloosa. The rest of them are from Fairless, but most all of them are active in other activities, band, cheerleading.
That's how you find the good workers.
Exactly. It's hard to work around all those schedules. Believe me, when there's 17 of them, sometimes I feel like I have 17 teenagers at home again. But they are good workers. They take directions. They're very personable. We really are blessed to have such a great crew right now. And I have one that's been with me from day one.
Really?
She's now in college, and one of these days I know I'm going to lose her because she's going to graduate from college and move on.
Well, what year did you start your business?
Just Ice Cream was started in 2015.
It's been such a pleasure
old.
That you can't remember.
I had to stop and think about Tattered and Worn first, and then
Tattered
one more
and Worn
year
came first,
Yes.
and then Just Ice Cream. Okay. So what challenges have you faced in developing your business?
COVID was a challenge.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
That was the biggest challenge I think we've had.
We have the stores laid out so that people can come inside, look at the ice cream, and then purchase. And during COVID, we had to basically convert the front door into a pass-through window. So people had to wait outside, but we had customers that had been with us a long time, and they knew their flavors they wanted.
Yeah, we turned the windows into If you've ever been in our ice cream store, the walls are just filled with menus with the names and all the different kinds of ice creams and sundaes and things we have, which, by the way, happens to be done by one of my employees. She does all the artwork on the wall. But we moved all of those boards and things off the walls and put them in the windows so people could actually see,
See
what
from
everything
outside.
we had. And it was kind of hard getting everything out there because we have 66 flavors of hand-dipped ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
And there's like 30 flavors of the 30 flavors of the soft serve. The hand dipped is the 66, 30 plus flavors of the soft serves. And we mix that for you right there. So if you came in and wanted a black raspberry soft serve, we take the natural flavoring, we add it to the ice cream, we mix it up, and with using a special machine, it comes straight out. It just looks like a normal soft serve cone with the twist lines and everything on it. It's not something swirled on top of it.
But it's custom made right when you
Right there.
order
It's
it.
custom made
That's
right there
really
when
neat.
you ask.
So any funny stories or memorable moments from your restaurant? Jim's smiling.
Can you think of something?
You
Well,
prob-
sometimes this is not a funny story, but the kids do get a joke out of it. The equipment sometimes tends to backfire ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
It'll build up too much pressure inside of the drum that the ice cream is being mixed. And when they pull the handle down, it basically explodes ice cream all over them.
Or if one of the kids forget, I know this did happen one time. He came in, opened up, and he didn't turn the ice cream soft serve machines on. You have to have them turned on so the ice cream starts being drawn up into the hopper and it starts turning and it's frozen. Well, he forgot to do it, and someone came in, ordered a soft serve. He walked over, pulled down on the handle, and it just threw liquid ice cream all over him.
Oh, no.
Over the counter into the lobby. That's how
Oh my
far
gosh.
it went.
Well, I bet at least it smelled good.
Correct.
So that took a major cleanup. I enjoy all the kids that come in, the smiles and everything on their faces, and the fun things that they do. The baseball teams, the soccer teams that come in. That
was
get
my next
ice cream.
question.
Oh,
Do
I'm
the team?
sorry.
No. Do the teams come in?
Yeah, we offer all the teams a discount when they come in for their ice cream, and they go from, they can order anything they want that the coach allows. We put in it was a special machine. We thought it would be something great for the teams. It was the slushies, which we thought all the kids and everything would love, but they still tend to go with the flavored soft serve, which is a big one. And the number one flavored soft serve, I believe, is cotton candy. And sometimes when you're mixing that, your hands, you look like you're becoming a Smurf because it turns your hands
cotton
blue in
candy.
spots.
Why do kids love blue ice cream so much?
I don't know.
They
The
do.
Blue Moon, that was one I did not choose when we first started with the ice cream store because it would make their lips blue, their teeth blue and everything. But we had so many requests for it. So
And when you have a family of 4 come and they all have blue shirts, blue pants on, you know they're going for the Blue Moon.
and that actually did happen. That
That's
actually
cute.
did happen.
Yeah.
What's your most unusual flavor, do you think?
Boy, I can't think.
You have so
Unusual.
many.
I know. I'm trying to think, what would we have?
Well, I know, like butterscotch, we just found that this year.
And that's not unusual.
Well, it's kind
No,
of
it's
an
not really
old-fashioned one.
unusual.
It's different.
Yeah, maybe it's been out of style and now it's back in.
We have a lot of flavors that are out of style, but the older generation love them.
Orange
Well, sure.
pineapple. I just had a call today. Do you still have black walnut? We have maple walnut, White House, but we call it cherry vanilla. And one of the things we like about the company that makes our ice cream, their add-ins, their pieces of chocolate or cherries and things, they are not little tiny slivers of chocolate. They're not half cherries. They're not, you open up a container of butter pecan and you've got a whole pieces of butter or pecans. Same way with our pumpkin pecan. They're full pieces of pecan. But as we dip it, sometimes they break.
Sure.
And, it's not the thing. The Lake Erie Salt Mine, they have full cashews in it. I do remember the first time that I saw the tub. They were putting the tub out. They took the top off. And I looked over and I said, I don't know what kind of ice cream that is, but I want it. And it was just covered with full pecan cashews on the top of
Wow.
it, and that's how it comes in.
Well, it sounds like it's all made with really good natural ingredients and everything.
And they're peanut butter overload, number one ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, it has Reese's peanut butter cup pieces in it, not the little M&M type pieces. This is peanut butter
Big
Reese's
pieces.
cup that's been cut into chunks, and I mean chunks, not little slivers.
Yum. So what's a new project that you're thinking of doing, or anything new on the horizon for you
I think I'd get shot if I added any more ice cream, and I think the staff would probably do.
They're going to revolt.
It'll be
Revolt.
next year when we add.
If we add a flavor, I really am at the point that I can't add it anywhere. If I could blow out the side of the wall, it's not my building, so I can't do that, and would expand. But it's the way this building is designed. Right down the middle is a stairway, so to going upstairs. So it's
You're limited.
load bearing. We can't remove any of that, and there's not a whole lot we can do. We can only go back a little bit more, but there's a safe from a bank when the building was originally built, and it's got 24-inch walls, thick walls
Wow.
with
Concrete.
concrete and rebar in it, so that can't be removed. So we can't really go back farther into the store.
But
So
what a gem to have that historic building with that vault in
it's
it.
it's neat, but I'd really like to have that vault moved.
It's limiting your purposes.
Yeah, but you can't move it. They actually tried one time several years ago, and that's when they had them in there with jackhammers and stuff. This is the owner, and they got a little bit done, and it worked for a week, and they decided to quit. It just wasn't worth doing.
Wow.
And it's. I tell the kids, and they know this, if there's a tornado, that's where you go.
Well,
you go
that's a good
into
plan.
that
Go in the
vault. And we've had people that actually come in if there's a tornado going or sirens going
Outside
on that want to go in that room.
It sounds like a really cool historic building.
It is
It
historic.
is.
It is. Neat
That's,
building.
I'm sure, really, part of your kind of landmark charm that you have being downtown Brewster and having that historic
it's
building.
been a liquor store, a post office, a drugstore,
Oh my
Banks.
goodness.
automobile parts, paints, just a general store.
We have people come in that actually lived in the apartments that are upstairs. There used to be apartments upstairs, but there's no longer anything up there. Other apartment-wise, the present owner, he stores things up there.
Sure. But how interesting, and to have those people
Yeah.
come back and tell you how they used to live up there. That's cool. Well, do you two, as a couple, have any advice for people who want to balance their work life, not work too much?
For years, I worked for a chemical sales company. At the same time, we were doing craft shows. So on weekends, it would be, go to a show, tear it down, pack it up, and race home, basically, to go back to work on Monday for the company.
So I stayed at home and worked on genealogy research then.
And you did
made
all your crafts, yeah. So you
Yeah.
didn't have work-life balance, you just had work-work balance.
So working two jobs basically at different time schedule, it's hard. It's hard on the whole family, but it's what we wanted, and we were comfortable in doing it.
And then you were working on all of that together with your craft
Right, we
shows
worked
and
on it
making your
together.
crafts.
I'm not one that can sit. I have to be doing something. I've got to always be doing something. I could not sit. I would drive me nuts.
So you enjoy the work. And
Although there are times, though, when I think, oh, geez, can I just have a day with now and then? But
now and then you get a day off.
yeah. I don't get, even our birthdays. Now, the kids at the ice cream store, they think because it's their birthday, they don't have to work.
Oh.
They get that day off.
they get
I
a
wish
day
that
off?
was happen. Would happen. That doesn't happen to me or Jim. But one of these days, they're going to find that in the real world that doesn't happen.
Well, at least they probably get ice cream for their birthday.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Well, if they're in there, they come in for ice cream.
So, how about any advice for people who might be wanting to start their own business?
Got to do some research.
Definitely.
We spent a lot of time researching and learning because we were going into an area with the ice cream store. Like I said, all we knew is what we liked flavor-wise and the quality. And we wanted to work through and find that. We've grown. I mean, when we first started, we only had those front 16 flavors.
Yeah.
And we have grown. It was just milkshakes, hand-dipped ice cream, and sundaes. And then it was those sundaes and milkshakes that I wanted to have. He kept telling me it was just ice cream. But they are ice cream. But we've added and expanded quite a bit. We have specialty sundaes. We have what we call Brewster Blasts. We have where you build your own. And then I've got probably 12, 15 that are up on the wall that I came up with my recipes on my own. And one of the things we've done in the store, I've tried to name the ice creams and the specialty sundaes and things around things that have to do with Brewster, the railroad, and the Amish area. Like we just finished up Amish baked apple pie ice cream. We have... trying to think. I have one that's called Brewster Pothole. Just, different names. The 1102, that is a blast. The 1102 is after the moose. Nickel plate blast, super blast. That's my favorite one. And that one is made with either chocolate or vanilla soft serve. And it has add-ins in it. But the fun part about that one is we put hot fudge right down the middle of it.
Ah, yum.
So you have to come in. We have a Piney Leafer that was named after the first mayor of Brewster. So there's a lot of history in the names of our ice
that
creams.
makes it fun and interesting and makes people curious about the community or, make them feel good if they already know. Well,
Right.
Why is that named that?
Well, I think, checking out what other people are doing. If you're starting a business and you're going into a community, you need to know what has been there in the past, how is that community developing, what location. I mean, a lot of people, and we hear it on the internet, that they've started an ice cream store. They went out and bought all this equipment brand new, more than they need. And now they want to sell some of it off.
Oh, they've started out too big.
They started out too big. We started out small and added, as we went on. But we're at a point now where there's no room to add anything else. We'd have to move.
Ice cream and just not even a bit more.
No, not even a bit more. We're done with a bit more.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you two today, and I just want to ask if you want to tell us your address and where folks can find you online so they can learn more about how to visit you.
Okay, well, Just Ice Cream and a Bit More has a Facebook page. We're also on Instagram. And the address is downtown Brewster. We're at 213 Wabash South, right at the corner. There's a light. It's the first light after you go under the railroad bridge if you're heading south.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jim and Connie. It's been a pleasure meeting you and having you here on our Something's Cooking podcast.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Laura the Library Lady podcast. Be sure to check out the rest of the episodes on the Massillon Public Library's YouTube channel. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many other podcast platforms.